If you're wondering why you saw a random person standing in front of the Flying Scotsman in Stonehenge, well, that's not actually a random person, as that's me. This is going to be a vlog about me going to the Flying Scotsman, well, because I love trains. I have a whole box of them just down there, I don't know if you can see, and Stonehenge, because I've actually been, I'm very interested in Stonehenge. But yeah, first thing we have to do is actually go up a bit north, don't know why I looked up then, but a bit north to London. So cue the montage music or something. After waiting a couple minutes, we finally hopped on board on the 30-minute train drive to London Victoria. So after the 30-minute train drive, we finally arrived at London Victoria. Once we were at London Victoria, we had to wait a bit so that the Flying Scotsman could come into the station. But finally, there's the Flying Scotsman. There was just so many people crowding the Flying Scotsman, which is to be expected, but still, we couldn't really get that many good shots, but later in the video we do. We had to find our seats really quickly as we didn't want the Flying Scotsman departing without us. For something to eat, I had a bacon roll, which when I took one bite of it, I did not like it. So I instead looked at the book that they give you to look at where we'd be going and where we'd be stopping throughout this 3-hour trip. Yep, we're going to be on this train for 3 hours. It was at this point where I had some custard creams and I kind of broke apart my brace. But don't worry, my dad accidentally knocked my mouth and it went back into place. But after a while, the Flying Scotsman started to move, so we're on our way to Salisbury, which is where Stonehenge is. I also had one of these croissant chocolate things, I don't know, they're just like rolls of chocolate in, I can't really remember what they're called, but I had one of them and I also did not like it. Bruh. But then the Flying Scotsman stopped at another station, so I got another good shot of the train. Before we got to Salisbury station, we were told that there would be a gift shop there, so once we arrived at Salisbury station, we headed to the gift shop to see if we could buy something. But it was at this point where I think I got probably the best shot out of this video of the Flying Scotsman. Just take a look. Now that we're at Salisbury, it was around 12 and it doesn't come till 7, so that's 7 hours to do whatever we want at Salisbury. So I came up with the idea to go to Stonehenge, seeing as we just have to go like a 30-minute bus drive or something. So yeah, that's what we did. So after what felt like the most bumpiest bus ride in the world, we arrive at Stonehenge, and also here's me showing you guys what I bought at the gift shop at Salisbury station. At Stonehenge, it's either a half-an-hour walk or a 5-minute bus drive to the actual stones of Stonehenge, so we decided a half-an-hour walk there and then a 5-minute bus drive back. But after we walked over some fields, we finally arrived at Stonehenge. Also, in the background you can see this like weird dwarf like character, I don't even know what it is. Also, here's a different perspective of what I look like vlogging. Bruh. After a while we left Stonehenge and headed to the entrance of Stonehenge, and instead of walking we actually took a 5-minute bus ride. But we turned up at the Stonehenge gift shop and I bought something, and I'll show you at the end of this video. After that we headed into the cafe, had something to eat, and then we hopped back on the bus and headed back to Salisbury station. We were pretty hungry and there was a restaurant near Salisbury station, so we decided to get something to eat, and this is what I had. It was a chicken burger with some fries. It was delicious. I don't actually have a whole bunch of footage left for the whole trip as our phones were mostly dead, but we got off the Flying Scotsman and we got off the train that took us to Gatwick, and then we got back to the car park that took us back to, my home. So yeah, that's basically the whole vlog. I know it's a bit short, sorry about that, but like I said, at Stonehenge I did buy something. But on the ride back to London Victoria, me and my dad built this, oh, it's upside down, the Stonehenge model building kit, and I want to see if it's still in, you know, intact. I'll show you what the instructions were like. This isn't Lego though. As you can see, it's nano blocks. It seems to be right actually. Oh, better than I thought it would be. I thought it'd be all in pieces. Look at that one cube there. That's how small one cube is. Yeah, isn't that so cool? But then look at these instructions. This is crazy. How are you supposed to follow these? Well, when we first saw this, we didn't even know how long it was going to take for us to do it. But then we sort of understand it. The more that we did it, and it became more easier to understand, I guess. But it still is. Get rid of that. Look at this. These are the pin badges that I got. I haven't taken them off. I haven't taken them off my brace yet, but this is the Flying Scotsman that we saw today, and then this one is the Flying Scotsman in the 1900s, or the LNER one, this one is, then that one is the British Railways one. Basically they're pin badges. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy it, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye!